Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss about data types and variables in Python. Data types are used to identify the type of data and a set of valid operations. So it indicates what type of data that we are inputting to a variable. So built-in data types of Python includes numbers, string, list, tuple and dictionary. Numbers is used to store numeric type of data like integers, and again it can be classified into two, that is integers means signed values, and it can be represented with a int. It is the normal integer representation of whole numbers. It can be either positive or negative. Then comes boolean. It is also a subtype of integer data types, and it represents truth values like true or false. Then comes floating point numbers represented by float. It indicates the double precision numbers or decimal numbers, and 15-digit precision it supports. So these are decimal numbers, floating point numbers. Then comes complex numbers represented by complex. These numbers are a composite quantity having two parts, real part and an imaginary part. Small letter j can be used to represent the imaginary part. 2 plus 3j, 2 is the real part, 3j is the imaginary part. Here in this example, 0 plus 5j, 0 is the real part and 5j is the imaginary part. Then comes the next one, string. A Python string is a sequence of characters including numbers, letters, special characters. And we need to represent strings either in single quotes or in double quotes. So here is equal to AST1 at the rate. So this one is a string. And then another string, my string is equal to computer. So these LHS we can call it as variables or identifiers, and the RHS are our values. So here we have some string values. And strings can be stored as individual characters in contiguous memory location or adjacent memory location, because we know strings means a sequence of characters. Here in this example, my string, this string contains a sequence of characters, group of characters. So each character can be located in adjacent memory location or contiguous memory location. In such a way, we are arranging strings in the memory. And each character can be retrieved or accessed using some index value. And this index value should start from 0, like 0, 1, 2, 3, up to length minus 1, where length is the total number of elements of the string or size of the string. For example, in this string, the length of this string we can get it with the help of len function. So if I am using len of my string means I will get the answer as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So length of this string is 8 because 8 characters are there. So it means the first character, the index value is 0, second character 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the index value always start from 0 and it ends at a length minus 1. In this case, length is equal to 8 and the index value ends at 7 because we start from 0, not 1. Then index value start from 0 to length minus 1 in the four-way direction. Four-way direction means while we are scanning from left to right. If you want to retrieve data by scanning from right to left, we can call it as backward direction. Then the index value start from minus 1, minus 2 up to minus of length. In this example, the index value is minus 1, E minus 2, E minus 3 like that, and C means minus 8. Because minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8 in the backward direction. And string means it is a sequence of Unicode or ASCII characters and it supports every character from every language. So here we have one string, name is equal to hello. len of name is length, built-in function length is here. So len function we are taking this variable, we will get the answer as 5 because here 5 characters in this string, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While we are counting the characters, we need to count the space also if it is there. Then How can we retrieve each character? We can use index value, isn't it? So if I want to get this particular character H from this string, I can use the syntax string name within square bracket in the index value. We know the first letter the index value is 0 because it starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So H means index value 0. So string name square bracket index value. Then we will get the particular character. And in the backward direction, we know it starts from -1 to minus length. So if I want to get O means string name, that is name, square bracket, then index value. Here the index value in reverse order, 0 is -1. But in the forward direction, the index value of O is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So either you can use name of 4 or name of -1. Then we will retrieve the character. We can retrieve the character O. Then comes type function. It is used to get the type of value. A is equal to computer means we can see that it is a string type. So we will get the answer like class string. X equal to 23. Type of X means class int. For Y is equal to 4.0. Type of Y means class float. So len function is used to retrieve the length of a sequence data type. And this len function, it cannot be applicable for integer data types. Only for other sequence data type. Then comes list. List can store a sequence of values of any data type. It means that it will support mixed data items. And elements are enclosed within square brackets separated by comma. So these are some examples. This one is an empty list. Then this is a list having 3 elements 1, 2, 3. And this one means this is a mixed list. It means first element is an integer, second element is a string, third element is an integer, again fourth element is a string. So 4 elements are there in this string. Then list are mutable data types that we will discuss. It means that we can change the values of these elements in place. Next one is tuple. It is also a sequence data type and tuples are immutable in nature. Tuples can be represented with the help of round brackets or parentheses. Here, list can be represented with the square brackets and the elements can be separated by comma. Here, tuples can be represented with the round brackets or parentheses. And in the case of tuples, actually these round brackets are optional. It is not mandatory. But in the case of list, the square brackets are mandatory. This is an empty tuple. This is a singleton tuple. Singleton tuple means tuple contains only one element. If you want to represent a singleton tuple, you have to put a comma after the element. Otherwise, it can be treated as integer, even if it is in round brackets. Then comes a mixed value tuple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are there. First two elements are string, then integer, then again one integer, then again one string data type. Then the next one means dictionary. Dictionaries are a special element, special data type. Dictionaries can be called as an unordered collection of elements. It can be in the form of a key colon value pairs. It means that the key can be associated to values or keys mapped to values. Here key and its values can be separated by colon, whereas each element of the dictionary can be separated by a comma. And these key value pairs must be enclosed in curly brackets. So in the case of list, we are using square brackets. Tuples, we are using round brackets. But in the case of dictionary, we are using curly brackets. So this is a syntax of a dictionary. So some dictionary name, some identifier you can give here. Like this one, D is equal to. Then an element means it is a key colon value association. So this is the first element and this is the second element. This dictionary contains only 2 elements. The element should be separated with a comma. So this is an example. First element is A colon 1. Second element is B colon 2. So A is the key. First element means key colon value association. So A is the key and 1 is the value. Here B is the key and 2 is the value. So only 2 elements in this dictionary. So this list, tuples and dictionary that we will see in detail in those chapters. Then The data types can be divided into two, mutable and immutable data types. Mutable data types means the values of these data types can change in place. It means new values can be added in the same memory address. List, set, and dictionary are some mutable data types. For example, L is equal to 1, 2, 3. In this list, we have three elements. We know L of 1 is equal to 2. No, because we know the index value and all. So, index value or in indexing is also used for this list. So L of 1 means actually 2. But I want to change that L of 1. I need to override this 2 with this 5. So I am writing L within square bracket that index value 1. So second element index value is 1 because first element it always start with the 0. So L of 1 is equal to 5. After that, if I am checking the display, I am trying to display the elements of list L means I can see 1, 5, 3. So the value 2 can be overwritten. So this type of changes can be made in list. So we can call it as a mutable data type. So values can be changed in place. Whereas immutable data types means we can't change the values in place. It means variable names are stored as references to a value object. Integers, strings, and tuple are the examples of immutable data types. For example, p equal to 5, it means the variable p refer to 5, refer the memory address of 5. And q is equal to p means here both p and q refer to the same memory address, that is the address of 5. Again, in the third statement, we can see p is equal to 7. It means now p refer to the memory address of 7, not to 5. So the address of 5, 7 are different. We can find or we can retrieve the address of these values with the help of id function. If p is equal to 5, if I am writing id of p means I can see the memory address. Then comes variables or identifiers. These are containers for storing data values. In Python, actually variables can be used for referring the value objects. Variable names are case sensitive in nature in Python. So capital letters and small letters can be treated differently. Here x equal to 5. So this is an integer value passed to x variable. Then the string John can be passed to variable y. So print x means we will get answer as 5. Print y means we will get answer as John. Then Python variables assigning multiple values. So it means in a single line, Python support multiple variables can be assigned to multiple values. The only the thing is that the number of variables in the LHS is equal to number of values in the RHS. So how can we assign this one? Here we have three variables and here we have three values. So the first value can be passed to goes to first variable, second value goes to second variable, third value goes to third variable. In this order we need to pass that one. So print x means orange, print y means banana, print z means cherry. Another way, one value to multiple variables. It means only one value we have and we are having multiple variables like x equal to y equal to z equal to orange. So all these three variables refer to the value orange. So while we are trying to display the answer, we will have these values, same values. Next point is unpack a collection. Unpacking can be carried out if you have a collection of values in a list or tuple. Python allows to extract the values into variables and we can call this process as unpacking. For example, here we have a list named as fruits having three elements apple, banana, cherry, and I want to retrieve these elements. So for that purpose, I am unpacking to different variables. So here in this LHS, we have three variables and here we have the list in RHS containing three elements. So each element can be assigned to each variable. In such a way, we can unpack the elements. So apple goes to X, banana goes to Y and cherry goes to Z. Then comes the next one, attributes or properties of an object. There are three attributes for an object or a variable in Python. First one is type. It indicates the data type of that variable and we can use type function to get the data, to get the data type. Next comes ID. It indicates the identity or memory address of that variable and ID function can be used for finding the location. Then comes value. It shows the actual value of that particular variable. For example, here I have A is equal to computer. So A is the variable and computer is the value. So type of A means I can easily recognize it as a string by these codes. So we will get the answer like class string. So type function can be used for that. Then comes ID function. ID function I and D should be small letter. It retrieves the memory address of this particular variable. Means this variable refer to the value computer. So it is in this memory address. And value of A means computer itself, string computer. So that I will show in the ideally. Type of A class string and id function it returns the memory address. So if I am giving id of A means I will get the address location, the reference. So in this memory address we are storing the value computer and this variable A it refers to this address. And len function, built-in function len of A means it will retrieve the length of the variable A. So here we have the value computer. It contains 8 characters. So it returns like that. So that's all for this chapter, data types and variables. Thank you all.